I think that was elementary school kids. Oh yeah, okay, blame it on the elementary school kids. Okay, it's very helpful for those students who maybe didn't feel comfortable asking questions within class. Does it have a personality? It's very much there for you, like it's savory positive. It's very reassuring, it's getting me thinking. And it's conscious giving me an answer. Do you ever just want to be like, could you just give me the answer? That was the hardest part for I know like me and a lot off of the students. Like, why is it giving answers at the end of the day that swear your better answer is going to bite? It's not going to be whatever the AI gives you. It's going to be whatever you create. So your hypothesis going into the last test is teachers at Haberheiden just use Comigo to help plan lessons and save dozens of hours a week. They also monitor their students' understanding of subjects in ways they never could before. You can track how. A student is actually using Kono. I'm going to click usage, and then if I wanted to pick a specific student, I could come down here and really dive into what that student's been looking at ago. And this is real time because you saw Abigail this morning looking at acids and bases. So wait a minute. These are the footprints of Abigail's work. These are the footprints of Abigail's work at 8 a.m. She was asking about acids and chemical reactions. So even though you may not be hovering over the student at any given moment, you res them where else in the classroom you can later check. Oh, this is what Abigail was looking. I understand her thought process and on why she got these answers absolutely. So it gives me a lot of insight as a teacher in terms of who would need to spend that one-on-one time with maybe Kigo throws in a mastery challenger. Sell Khan says they won't sell the data. They collect through Comigo or jive it to other tech companies. They douse it. However, to improve Comigos memory and personalization, it'll guide them to sort of what to do. First, Sarah Robertson, a former English teacher who Snow, a Kigo product manager, showed us a new feature they developed to help kids write better and think more critically. I found this essay that I wrote to test it. I gave Kigo a paper I wrote in 6th grade about my mom, Gloria Vanderbilt. So go ahead and click next, start revising. After just 90 seconds, Kigo delivered a very detailed evaluation of my essay. Okay, it likes some of what I wrote, the use of a quotito start. The essay is effective and sets the tone for the rest of the biography, but suggested I should revise several paragraphs in my topic sentence. So I'm going to rewrite my 6th grade paper. After a few minutes of tweaking, ask it what it thinks. What do you think it sees? Connecting childhood events to her later life will make your essay more cohesive and insightful. I mean, yeah, it's good advice. I can tell you as a former 7th grade English teacher, when I assign an essay, I would limit myself to 10 minutes per essay. I had 100 students, so it would take me 17 hours to give feedback on. Every single student's first draft, a burden that we place on teachers to give that specific, timely, actionable feedback is just so great that it's not possible. So I've now plugged in to see if Kigo could catch me cheating. I asked ChatGPT to write epigraph about my mom and pasted it on my essay. I now see that there's a critical flag. Kigo immediately sent an alert to Sarah Robertson. It says that you pasted 66 words while revising from an unknown source. So if I click on that now, it's going to load your essay and it's going to show them exactly what you just did. I'm so busted, you're busted. Do you want to work with a 3-digit or a 4-digit number? Kigo is free for all teachers in the U.S., but school districts have to pay up $15 per student per year to cover computation costs. And it's still being improved. Any other ideas that can show the kind of way, a hint of how Kigo might evolve when Greg Brockman, president of Open AI, stopped by Cell Office to show us their new vision technology that'll be available to ChatGPT paid subscribers soon. We're preparing a demo for 60 minutes to show people what ChatGPT can do with voice mode with vision. It can actually see what someone is doing through live video and interact with them in real time. Brockman was talking with it on his phone. Guy, how about an anatomy lesson? You're going to quiz him, man. Ask him to draw whatever body part you want to quiz him on and have him label. How does that sound? That sounds like a fantastic plan when Brockman pointed his phone's camera at Blackboard. The AI started to quiz Mel. It start with a heart. Anderson, can you draw and label where the heart is in the body? It understood what I was doing, even though my drawing was pretty crude. A location is spot on the brain, is right there in the head. As for the shape, it's a good start. The brain is more than patronized me. It also seemed topic up on my angsty. Anderson, how about deliver, give it ash it, and show us where you think it's located in the body? Okay, this is a little tougher. This is how we learn. Absolutely no pressure. Anderson, I put a liver on the wrong side of the body. ChatGPT corrected me politely. Anderson's placement is close, but it's primarily on the right side, just below the diaphragm. So could you critique this diagram? Overall, Anderson's D diagram is a solid effort, especially for an impromptu drawing. The AI caught my mistake, but it's not foolproof. The formula is simple. 1/2 time the base time the height. Watch what happened when K hasted to calculate the area of a triangle and intentionally misidentify the height. Is this the height? Over here, this 4. Is that right? The AI said Hugh was right. Yes, that's correct. It didn't catch the error. However, this technology improves quickly, and it is fun to interact with really Greg Brockman. Ask it to write a song about the formula for the area of a triangle to make it rhyme and sing it using a British accent. Absolutely. Let's give it a try to. Find a triangle space. Here's what you do: multiply the base by the height. It's true. Then take that product and divide it by 2. Now you've got the area for formula. Pursue. How is that? That was really fantastic. It's incredible. It feels like we're in a science fiction book, really. I mean, it just feels like to actually see it, you are. I mean, I'm sort of speechless the first time you see this stuff. It truly does just feel like this magic and almost incomprehensible. And then after a week, then you start to realize like how you can use it. That's been one off the really important things about working with Zan and his team has been to really figure out what's the right way to sort of bring this to parents and to teachers and to classrooms and to TAD in a way so that the students really learn and aren't just, asking for the answers, and that the parent can have oversight and the teachers can be involved in that process. You can ask a follow-up question, can hopes this new vision technology can be incorporated into Comigo and availability to students and teachers in 2 to 3 years, but he wanted to undergo more robust testing and meet strict guidelines for privacy and data security. I can imagine a lot of teachers watching and thinking, okay, well, this is just going to replace me. Why would I want this in my classroom? It's like a Trojan horse. I'm pretty confident that teaching any job that has a very human sense element of it is, as long as it adapts reasonably well in this AI world. They re-going, standing next to a student, figuring them out, having a personto person. Connection to 210s, you got a good work, Ayla. To be some of the safest jobs out there, you think there will always be Annie for teachers in a classroom, talking with the student, looking at the student in the eye. Oh yeah, I mean, that's always one for my own children. And frankly, for anyone's children. And the hope here is that we can use artificial intelligence and other technologies to amplify what a teacher can do so they can spend more time. Good job.